Evening to all our viewers on Speed Gaming 2. Welcome to this Week 3 race from the Final Fantasy Randomizer Fall League. My name is Moonrisen Phoenix. As we approach the end of the league season, I will be joined shortly by my co-commentator Demon Frog. So let's talk about the flag set really quickly. This Week 3's team is the Prog-Gen Overworld. Prog-Gen meaning procedurally generated overworld, my apologies, as well as a chest shuffle, which means, hey, you know where all the chests are in the game? Yeah, that's going to change real quick. And I believe we've got our co-commentator back. Demon Frog, are you with us? Not, still some technical difficulties to work out. Okay, so let's talk about our runners for this evening. Top left from the Trash Island Fire Department, we've got Lord Fizzlebeef. On the top right, from the Center for Competitive Forfeiting, Rubes. On the bottom left, we've got Twinge from Back in Brack. And on the bottom right, from the Temple of Friends Revisited, Luffy. So we've got as for the standings, with the top 4 teams out of the 10 racing that are going to make playoffs, let us shift over to the standings real quick. And we will see that the Temple of Friends Revisited with Luffy are currently leading the way. Back in Bragg has some work to do, being back in the field a little bit. Meanwhile, the Center for Competitive Forfeiting still in the hunt for a playoff spot, and completing the quatuor of teams still on the restream tonight. We have the Trash Island Fire Department still very much in the hunt for a playoff spot. So, and we are about to get underway here in this race. We've got some technical issues for Demon Frog. My apologies, everybody. Counter is underway on Luffy's side, and the runners are off. We've got an early find of Cure 2. We've got Ice 3, Bane, and an early level 1 nuke on the Black Magic. This will be an interesting in the terms of, hey, we can go fast now. Got Twinge, Rhea remaking their party probably due to the magic found at level 1. Nothing remarkable found in the weapon shop. Armor shop doesn't seem that bad. And let's see what we get here. We have Ice Cave right near Canaria. And Wizards. This'll be a thing. Apparently our trackers have our first hint of the day. The cube is going to be in Elfheim. I also want to give a shout out to our trackers tonight, Mr. Ibis and 757. Thank you for keeping us well informed here tonight. That's a nice nuke on Twinge's side. That'll knock out 7 wizards and give a ton of XP. Meanwhile, Lord Fizzlebeef with a knockout of a Frost Dragon. That'll be nice for level 5. heal potions for our runners, and more exploration to be had in the northeast. Not exactly friendly enemies there. We'll be taking a look in a Cardia cave. Money. There's the adamant. Trap chest showing us some pleasant red dragons, and Luffy has found exactly what's in there, and that might be of interest to both of our runners. Ropes is going to find out what it is real quick, and he's going to love it. That's our Masa Moon for today. And the ship in the same spot. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's a quick safety save, and well, there's the ship. There's your way off this first continent. Meanwhile, we've got Lord Fizzlebeef in the ice cave as well, fighting a few other things. Nothing quite hope just yet. Dark Age finding their Masa Moon for today. We'll find the ship in short order. That is not the friendliest scrap chest you'll ever find right there for Frost Dragon, but a nuke will do fine work. Or, you know, when one doesn't do it, two probably will. Or why not put a third for good measure? That's a katana. Yikes. Bottle is an ice cave with Lord Fizzlebeef. Thank you to chat for pointing it out. And there's our stick. With the canoe right next to it. Hey, why not, right? Let Ice Cave have all the things. And while we're on the top, there's the TNT. That'll be some ice armor. You'd love to see that. One with a little bit more money, why not? And that'll complete our search in the ice cave.
Alrighty, sorry about the technical problems I just had. Hi everybody, how we doing?
Welcome in, Demon Frog.
Sorry about that, my microphone decided to crap out literally as we moved rooms. So...
Ain't that a beautiful thing? So we have a loaded ice cave real early in this seed. TNT, rod, canoe. Just to name a few of the things we found in here, as well as the bottle.
Yeah, the TNT and the bottle. Now, it is oops all loose. So the incentive NPCs aren't guaranteed to have anything. That doesn't mean they can't have something. They absolutely can have a key item. So it's good to have. It's good to route in if you are passing by. Oh, and I see in we just saw in Waterfall Excalibur +1, and we have a fighter in that top left party, Lord Fizzlebeef's party. So that's a good weapon if we can find a tail.
think we found another katana in there as well, as our tracker seems to have found another juicy piece of information. A floater on sale in Gaia. And there's a roost stick. There it is.
Roostick's good, but for this scaling, you really shouldn't need it. We're looking at 70% to 150% for bosses. That's just throw a fast, maybe a couple tempers, and just go. In a pinch, it definitely can kind of get you to man mode through. Still a good pickup, but... And I'm also saying low-level nuke, that's always good to see.
Yeah, level 1 nuke, that was a really early find there. Twinge actually recreated their party upon knowing that, so probably wanted to capitalize on that.
Yeah, 2 nuke casters is really good. Now, we do have party draft on, where for this flag set you get 7 characters you can choose from when you're making your party. You can't repeat, so we could have had a seed where you didn't have 2 nuke casters because you only got 1 red or black mage, but worked out for him. And you see Dark Twinge down there picking up a cube out of Corneria Castle in a room that you never normally see.
Food and Sarda. Well, as well as the Earth. My goodness. And the crystal. Why not load everything up, right?
Now, like I said, a lot of those objective and fetch thingies aren't necessarily going to lead to progression. It is 10% per key item. So that's just loading up your experience more and more, getting this stuff nice and early.
30% XP boost? Who can say no to that?
Yeah, we have no trap tiles. That's one thing that is taken out with this, so we can't do any grinds. But between taking fights in the later dungeons, we find another fetch adamant right there. The trap chest having like right here's a couple of red Ds. That's some good experience right there. We can get into that low to mid 20s. We'll probably need for a decent shot at Temple of Fiends. Lord Fritz, we've already level 16, and finding the Mazza. Oh yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, you love it. Wow, 1 Mazza, 1 Excal, and 2 Katanas. Yeah, Lord Fizzlebee's got to be feeling pretty good there.
Oh, and a ship, which... Now, with Procgen Overworld, something I've noticed quite often, there's usually an island that you can only sail to. So that ship might open up progression, and we're going to find out pretty immediately.
There's an interesting piece found by Twins there. The chime's going to be in Cardia.
Yep, we have Rod, we saw Chime, we saw Cube.
I don't have the Oxy yet.
Oxyale, Loot, and Key. I see Loot on Lord Fizzlebeef.
That was in Sarda.
Okay, so I'm trying to play catch up here. We're still looking like we need a key that we haven't seen yet. Thing with the key, that can be pretty much anywhere.
Fantastic thing about Oops All Loose, right?
Now, we do have hint NPCs on. It was found out that they're not 100% accurate with the chest relocation flag, but it still does give you some really good information. So that's one thing you'll see these runners doing is, like right here on Dark Twinge's screen, you beat Vicky, you run over to the other side of Provoca, and the NPC there will give you a little hint about one of the key items. Big find on Luffy's screen, Lafine has the Lafine Superstore. You can get all but one of the shops of magic here, so just load up.
Nice, nice gift from the pirates, just a bunch of heal potions.
Level 2 Cure 4 and Ruse, that is on level 4 Life 2 and Fade. Cure 4 at level 2 is great if you feel like going back. Once you promote it with a knight. Cure 4 on a knight, it feels real good.
And apparently our hint giver in Provoca is just a dud. Lord Fizzlebeef, meanwhile, taking the risk to go to Marsh Cave.
Now, Marsh is a very trolly thing for chest relocation. This room that Lord Fizzlebeef just checked, you don't usually even see it when you're routing normally. Then there's also a room to the far left that you never even see without this chest relocation. We're going to see him actually should go one more over. There is going to be a room that you're going to miss.
Side.
Yep, there we go. Yep, he saw it. It has to go back up and around. That's fine.
Better to look in, see nothing than not looking, and there might be an Oxyale right there, and you don't know about it.
Yep, you gotta check everything until you are in go mode. Like I said, especially with where Lord Fizzlebeef is, he doesn't have the Oxyale, doesn't have the key. Chime or cube, actually. He's missing quite a bit, so yeah, you have to be very thorough.
Meanwhile, Rube's finding Toast's location.
And if you do know, so Temple of Fiends is a dungeon that is shuffled amongst itself. So if you count the chests, you can figure out if there's anything in those locked rooms on the right, and there we go. There's the key,
goodness,
so we can check it out.
Is. We've got Vorpal's sword in Cardia. Vorpal +4.
I'm not the biggest fan of a Vorpal, but I will take a Vorpal +4. Vorpal +4 is pretty really good.
Another one that doesn't like the Vorpal that much. Didn't think I'd see one of those. I'm of the camp of I see Vorpal, I trash it.
You know what? Any port? Oh, and there's our Oxyale at Bahamut.
Well then, that's almost all of it, I think.
For no mode for us, Oh, Tail Temple of Fiends for Rubes. So when Rubes makes this trip that Dark Twinge is making, we'll be able to promote, and there's no reason not to.
No. We've got Lord Fizzlebeef back in Marsh. Looking at the top side, another spot where a lot of runners in a less proc-gen seed wouldn't be even looking.
Yeah, see, it's kind of a difficult decision to make, because Marsh is not a required dungeon. Do you just kind of put a little bookmark in it and hope nothing's here? Or do you know what, I'm here, let's clear it?
Looks like clear was the answer here as well. The key was here. Or, actually, no, wait, it was in Temple of Fiends. My bad. Hey.
Which feels really bad, doing it in that order, because now you have those rooms at the bottom of Marsh that are, it's just going to bother you. Especially knowing the race on Tuesday did have progression in Marsh Lock. It can happen.
Yep. I was there. I know what you mean.
And Luffy in this volcano, man, does relocated chests make volcano not a lot of fun.
Ah, isn't that the truth right there?
Yeah, the chests absolutely can block your way, and you're gonna have to kind of go through all these hairpins to figure out. There's one little chest in that corner. You gotta figure it out. You gotta go a different way. Gotta go around. Alright, and with level 1 nuke, and to the pretty reasonable boss scaling, yep, just go down, take carry out.
Well, so much for that, Tyro. Rubes does have the key, so he's going to be able to check out what we've got on the lower lower stage of marsh completely.
Yeah, we'll get to see. So let's see here. We know where floater is. I don't know that there can be anything there. I think we know where everything is for the most part that we need.
We've got tail.
We're still waiting on Chime. I think maybe.
No, Chime was caught. Well, we know where it is. It's in Cardia somewhere.
Okay. I was looking on the trackers. I don't see it, so I wasn't sure if we hadn't seen Chime yet.
We haven't seen the Chime, but we know the relative whereabouts of where it is.
Okay. We got it from a hint. Okay. Lord Fizz will be still checking chests. With a Mazza +1 in your hand, this has to be a ribbon. If you were to give me a ribbon, you pretty much go over the Black Mage. You can get fast somewhere, and just, with short Topher, just try to chew through it nice and early.
Does have the tail, we'll be able to promote. Was there a fight in the way though?
I'm not sure.
There's the Oxy anyway. Not even a fight. Just a clean promotion and just power up.
Yep, able to put that Vorpal +4 on a Red Mage. That can do some work. That can, if your fighter goes down, Vorpal Red Mage with some fasts and some. I saw someone pick up a bonk. I think it was Rubes over in Marsh Cave. That Fizzlebeef might have that as well. You can get some stuff done with that.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think Dark Twinge might have thought he had that shot. I'm saving right next to it. Looks like he's maybe just taking a bit of a thought. Oh, and we found our hidden Astos.
Dark Blacksmith today. No real problem though.
Also another good thing, another big room down here to check a couple more. Alright, I'll take a defense.
The defender's not bad at all. As for the chests in that room,
and let that Luffy down on the bottom right, showing us another interesting thing with the chest relocation flag. You don't just get to go left and down. You gotta check all 8 rooms on carry floor.
there is the floater. $21,000, not cheap.
Floater for some money, I'll take that. Now, you can sometimes, not all the time, but you can spot the floater location on the map sometimes. And that's something I don't know if I've noticed on the overworld, if the runners know where the location is to use that floater.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we are dealing with quite a high caliber of runner. Luffy getting our first crystal of the day, the crystal fire lit as Carrie takes a nap.
Oh, yep, and there was the hint NPC saying, "Looking curry, you got it."
Well, Luffy finding ordeals, deciding to go for it. Dark Twinge in the air with the airship.
Alright, checking a card. It's an empty card. You no rooms to check, no chests to relocate. Now this island right here, let's take a look-see around. Alright, so this is something Proction Overworld seems to do quite often.
The old Titan's Trove trick.
Yep, that island is not going to be accessible via that airship.
Yep.
So that means yep, you're going to need, that's almost certainly going to be, you're going to need a ruby to get through to Titans to get to that island. Now, it's not necessarily that progression is there. That could be a total red herring, but that is something that this does like to do. And there we go, Dark Twinge. Finding the chime.
That is... They're missing the loot, and that's it.
Yep, loot to go in go mode. So, Fizzle just picked up the cube. He has the information that the chime is in Arcadia.
Yep, and doesn't have the floater just yet, though.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. We'll find that, because you see a town you're going to stop in. We know that was an item pickup from the item shop. So, that's huge, because now you can start not hitting dungeons. If Fizzle sees ordeals, that's a dungeon you don't have to do. He's gonna do it anyway. I guess you might technically need to if he's here.
But now in Earth Cave, and we know you got to do that one at least.
Yeah, that's something you really try to if you can, do orb dungeons. You got to do them anyway. Earth, it really stinks. Earth checking all of these rooms. You got to be here anyway, and you hope that the key items just kind of fall in line.
Ordeal's turning out to be not much of interest.
Alright, Rube's picking up his chime. Now, one thing on Rube's side that it's a little bit of a in the back of your mind. Alright, I got a chime. That means I can get into the first half of Mirage. What if? What if Cube is there?
It wasn't Corneria Castle, though. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. Mine's on Rag, but needs the Oxy to get into Sea Shrine. Meanwhile, it's Lord Fizzlebeast's turn to go into the volcano, trying to take out Carrie.
Yeah, you got Mazza and Nukes for Days, required dungeon. Yep, totally get it.
100%. I mean, with everything you've got, it's just like, yeah, okay, fun times.
Yeah, chat. Continual tripod asking like, who's ahead. It's so with Oops all loose. It's really hard to say who's ahead at any given moment. One dropped check, one, I'll do this last for someone could push them so far back. It's hard really to say until you start seeing people get into go mode. Who's in first.
Honestly, if I had a chance at this point, I'd say Lord Fizzlebeef and Dark Twinge do have a bit of an advantage over Rubes due to the fact that he might have missed a cube check in Canaria Castle.
And yet, Danny pointing out, and something I said earlier, I said, oh, Fizzle can skip ordeals. He knows he doesn't have to go there, and then he proceeds to do ordeals. I'm hoping, especially since, TIFD represent, that he doesn't realize that the only thing he needs now is a Cardia.
Also, can we just note real quick that these mucks are just absolutely atrocious?
Yeah, I just noticed that too. A crack.
Yeah, that's not friendly.
Yeah, that makes exploring this volcano even worse because you got to walk all around all these different ways. Just making it more and more likely you're going to find one of them. It looked like Fizzle was mostly done this floor. So I'm going to come up. Oh, yeah, he didn't quite check down this hallway to make sure nothing was there. And we got Rubes just a little bit behind Fizzle checking this top floor. Twinge, gonna go ahead and pull Lich.
With speed bump.
Yeah, nuke, swing. Well, might last one round, we'll see. Oh, no, speed bump, doing speed bump things, goes down.
It's done without a problem. That's Chris number 1 for Twinge.
Yep, pretty quick we'll be knotted up here on stream at 1 apiece with Fizzle and Rubes, both in Volcano. And Luffy just kind of doing things in a little bit of a different order than everybody. He's going back now into Marsh. We were pretty confident there was nothing here, I don't believe. And Dark Twinge getting the Lafine Superstore hook up, temper level 5, not great, but not terrible. I'm gonna try to keep an eye. I haven't seen Ferris fast. Level 6 is learnable by the Black Mage without promotion. And you can probably get enough charges. You might have to hold back on Lich and maybe Carry, depending on your levels, to have enough to get through Temple of Fiends.
Why wouldn't you hold back on Lich? I mean, the darn thing's gonna go down in 1 round anyway.
Alright, so Dark Twinge getting the information actually Dark Twinge exactly needed. Loot is in Waterfall. That is what Dark Twinge is missing. Dark Twinge is in no mode. Now the issue being, you gotta find it.
Could have been a lot worse.
And that is something 757 bringing up that it was a bit of an oversight that wasn't picked up. The hint NPCs are hinting to where the chests were before the chests were moved. Now, the Orb Dungeons, Marsh, Ice, and Temple of Fiends are all self-contained. That's fine. It might tell you the wrong floor, but it will be the correct dungeon. All of the castles get jumbled together. So Northwest, Corneria, Elfland, and Ordeals all get shuffled together. So if something tells you it's an Ordeals, it could be in any of those castles. Same things with the Cardias, same things with the cave dungeons. That will be fixed. I believe I read that is fixed in beta, that the hint NPCs will tell you where it is for realsies.
Meanwhile, Lord Fizzlebeef with the carry takedown. That is the Crystal Fire lit.
And Rubes will be just a few minutes behind. Again, he has to make that really long trip around the carry floor. Check every one of those 8 rooms. so Rube's continuing to check all these. He still needs Oxyale and Cube, so he's missing 2 items for dungeons, which is actually really good to be missing at least the Oxyale. You know, alright, well, I can't even go to C. That's a lot of rooms to check and see.
Here's the problem with that. The Oxy was in Bahamut's Cave, while the Cube was in Canaria Castle. Really, there's no telling if Rubes has seen Canaria Castle or not.
Now, one thing okay, Luffy's coming out of Marsh. Okay, I was like, Luffy's been in Marsh for a long time. I think he was just coming out, because I no warp, no exit, so it's a bit of a hike to get out. Pizzle just has an 145,000. Yeah, give me 10 houses. I can buy 10 houses. It's fine.
Honestly,
now Dark Twinge, if he, I'll have to see. I don't believe he checked this top room on Volcano. So he knows he's in no mode. He knows he doesn't have to check non-flagged chests for key items. Now, he can still spend some time checking these mark chests. The mark chests are guaranteed to have rare items in them. And nope, Dark Twinge knows exactly what he's doing. I don't need to check anything. I'm starting to clear some dungeons.
What's the damage floors are going to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't advance your step counter, so overall it saves time. But the biggest thing is, look how quick he's going through the volcano. Like,
It doesn't even care about the 8-way check.
yeah, I mean, Rubes. I think Rubes was just getting to this floor when Dark Twinge entered volcano, and Dark Twinge is going to beat him to carry. So Dark Twinge being able to bypass everything is huge.
There is the knockdown, sure enough, you're right. Dark Twinge now with two crystals to his name, and just a loot to find in Waterfall, and that is going to complete the item checks.
Yep, we were talking earlier about who's in the lead. Dark Twinge, I think it's in a pretty good lead. He has the Maz already, so he doesn't have to bother going back for a promotion. He's in no mode, so he's going to be able to blow through these final dungeons. Meanwhile, everybody else is still looking for that last piece or two of the puzzle.
Immediately Twinge in on Rex says, "Give me the barrel and let's go to Sea Shrine."
One thing we saw on Luffy's screen that I liked doing sometimes. I haven't landed on if I like it 100% to do it enough, but so these marked chests are guaranteed to have rare items, but they could be good stuff or not so good stuff. Luffy's weapon is full. That lets you see what the item is before you take it. And there's Luffy getting his rod so he can do an earth cave and his canoe. And his TNT. So there opens up quite a bit for Luffy to get Boogie in. Yep, and you see there, he could check it. You see it was ice -1, and you can at that point opt to either drop something or move on without having to take that fight.
I'm like you said, I'm not sold on that myself. I mean, you will need XP to eventually get to Toph and clear it. Why not get yourself some decent items while you're at it?
Yeah, I tried it, and I don't know. Yeah, you definitely did notice the lower levels. So it's kind of a trade-off of the time to fight. These kind of like the fight that Rubes is taking now from an item chest is not going to be that much experience. You're not getting that much out of it. I did see, it looked like Dark Twinge was taking some chests. Now the monsters in the chests are kind of tied to the dungeon in some cases. Like Cardias can be anything. So taking these chests in C is pretty good experience. Again, you can find a ribbon, you can find some other goodies in there. I really like kind of saying, all right, I'm no reason to check chests in Volcano, but C, sure.
At least you got life too to get that Black Mage back up.
Yeah, lobsters. Man, lobsters have some pretty gnarly base stats. They roll up. They can get real nasty real quick.
It's absolutely the truth right there. And we're gonna have our third fiend fight already for Twinge. Not messing around tonight.
Yep, and unfortunately, I do believe Lord Fizzlebeef brainhold that he needs Chime. He could be thinking, oh, in order to get Chime, I need the Ruby. That is a question we will certainly ask if Fizzle comes into the booth after the race. Yeah, Dark Twinge pulling Kraken. Let's see. We're gonna be a little safe here. We're gonna go ahead and throw a defense up.
Are you? I mean, you've got Thunder.
Turn 1 Thunder takes out the Black Mage.
That was nasty.
All right, fight, and we're kind of thinking, what do we want to do? Oh, and a Blaze to follow it up. This is a pretty gnarly Kraken. 1 hit for 91. Oh. We might have a bit of a gatekeeper here. 4 hits, 404, gets a Cure 4 out on the Red Mage. Fires like 170 damage there. Gets the Cure 4 off. We are damage poison. Holy cow.
Kraken does not want to give up his water orb that easy.
4 hits. Oh man, this is brutal. Nuke 104 takes him down, but man, that is a gnarly Kraken.
That was a fight. There's our third orb.
Third orb, water orb. It lit. All we need is a little stop off to top off with some potions.
Why not, right? Should Twitch find water pond? There it is. He's going right for it. Wants that loot and wants to get the go mode.
Yeah, just excellent routing. Excellent use of those hint keepers to know and keep track of what do I have, what do I need, and where do I go to get what I need.
I think there was something else that was pretty good in that room as well. It wasn't just a chime.
Ruse stick in here with the slab. Oh, sorry, exhale. Ruse stick must have been. Oh, look around!
Did he get the chime?
There we go.
Ah, yes. Relocated. It wasn't in there, but rather it was here.
Yeah, it was here. It was. And there we go. Dark Twinge hits go mode. 4130 with 3 orbs to go. And next time he menus, we'll take a look at his levels. Like I said, with a Mazza, you got some fast on the table. Low 20s, mid 20s at the worst is probably what you need. Lord Fizz will be finding the ruby deep in Earth.
Was it Earth 4, I believe?
That might be, well, we know that is a red herring.
Absolutely. And Rube's finding Canaria Castle will find the cube. That is a huge pickup right there.
Right, Rube's now just needing Oxyale to be in go mode. I'm not sure if he knows where that is. He's still checking boxes, so I'm assuming not. And just that quick, it looks like Dark Twinge is still checking those gear boxes as he goes by, getting a little bit of experience, hoping for a little bit better equipment to carry us through. It is a short Temple of Fiends, so I've always minded short Temple of Fiends. Take a crack at it. You're not losing that much time. Trying to maybe be cheeky and going a little low, a little underprepared.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. Myself, I will agree with Twinch's play here because you never know. At this point, one nuke or one nasty skill could put you in a spot where you need 5, 6, 8 runs of Topher to get through.
The big thing, so I've had a practice where it was going great. I was in go mode nice and early, found a good weapon nice and early, and Chaos landed with Crack and Bane and Rub, and there was no counter to that other than having ribbons or wall, which I didn't have access to. So I totally get taking these chests along the way, hoping for the ribbons, getting a little more experience. That's MDEF, so that if you don't find a ribbon, you can maybe dodge that Bane.
There's Luffy with the Oxyale, and you've got a promotion coming up.
Yeah, Luffy probably just luck of the draw with the routing and missing out on that the canoe early kind of maybe put him a little bit behind exploration wise. Alrighty, Lord Fizzlebeef found the item shop at the floater, is in the air. And we know our chime is in Arcadia somewhere. We'll look over here, we're not going to see Arcadia, and we're going to hopefully not care.
Right Cardio's one you could land next to, if I remember correctly.
Here we go. It was right, yep, there. Lord Fizzlebeef hitting go mode, 45 and a half, we'll call it. And right at 45 and a half, Dark Twinge pulling the last orb they need. Swing from that Mazza, 5 hits, 511. Throws out a cheeky Brack, ineffective. Second Brack, ineffective. But with that Mazza hitting as hard as it is,
There's about taking a swing with some Brack, right?
yeah, Brack has a pretty good chance on TO1. Another swing, 300 extra damage. We're up to about 900. We don't have much more. Yep, there we go. Another 200 damage puts TO1 down. 46 minutes. We are looking if Dark Twinge can boogie right around the 50-minute mark, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's 4 orbs for Dark Twinge. That's Topher coming up.
Dark Twinge is taking a look at the map, trying to remember. And that's another thing, looking at the map that you can kind of do. The different things on the map do have different size sprites. Memory serves, Temple of Fiends is a 2-pixel wide sprite on that mini-map. That's something you can try to use to your advantage to remember where stuff is.
That's true, actually. Not think of it that way.
But I do want to thank ADR has done some awesome stuff for the community just for this create a little map thing where you can take a screenshot of your overworld and has little stickers you can drop onto things on the map if you so choose to keep track of stuff like that. Yet Dark Twinge unfortunately does not remember where Temple of Fiends is. Alright, Lord Fizzlebeef is got a fire under his butt. I'm sure he's a little frustrated spending that much time looking for chests, so we are looking. There we are. We're gonna park it and we're gonna get up there and get us a TM1. And we're high enough level, we're at that kind of magic 5 hits for your Mazda. Oh, ribbon! I did not see that before in Earth. Oh, and it's in that far room.
That's Earth 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's that really far to the right Earth room. That's interesting because that's not one. If you're only taking stuff in your line of travel, that's definitely not one you're going out of your way for. And Fizzle definitely is taking some fights. Maybe would like to get a little bit more. A little more HP to soak up some nukes. Maybe an extra shot of fast. Oh, Fizz, I thought it's right and up, not right. Okay.
Left or right 2, and up or down 2. Any combination thereof will get you there.
But right and up is the correct way. Alright, Fizzle, just taking the fights that is being presented. Robot chicken? No robot chicken. Alright, we're just beefing up that fighter. Gets great turn order. Fast and temper off. We got a swing. 10 hits. Over 1,000.
11-11.
Swing nuke. And the swing's all we needed.
That's it. We done. That is 4 for Lord Fizzlebeef. That'll be Topher next. Speaking of Topher, our twinge now in.
And what is... Wait, is... Oh. Trying to fight some of the... Still looking for something. Are we still... Yeah, we're still looking for a ribbon. We do not have a ribbon on Dark Twinge's side. Swing nuke. There was a speed bump too. We're on to the first real fiend. Swing nuke. 386, great roll on that nuke. Another one, 288, not bad. Red Mage still upright, 5 hits, 417 carry, 2 is done.
This will be doing some work. Let's see how Kraken 2 treats him.
Alright, no more swing nuke. We're going fast and tempers. Gets the fast off. 10 hits, 561, not too bad. Kraken lit 2, that is what you want to see out of a Kraken. Swing nuke. We got 8 hits, 896 goes down. Alrighty. Temper.
4.
Fast. Fast gets off. Excellent turn order. 10 hits, not too much. Bane, poison smoked the entire
Oh,
Already there it is.
There's the painful one.
And that's where the lack of ribbons. Oh, his Fizzle's going and trying to check this this one little trap chest. Yeah, that's all it takes is that one first turn Bane, and you don't have an answer. All you can do is keep trying, and it's unfortunate that it's Tia 2, so you gotta go through Lich again, and Carry again, and Kraken again, just for another pull of that slot machine. Alright, Dark Twinge on Tiamat finds that Bane. Oh, puts down everyone but the thief, and that thief I think is just swinging a silver dagger.
Nope,
That's not
that's going to be a reset and attempt number 2. Meanwhile, Lord Fizzlebeef right through Carry 2, like nothing. There was nothing there.
Yeah, we know Kraken opened with a lightning too. I don't know that we saw a swing. So if we can see another cast out of Kraken, that would be lovely. Temper goes off, does not get the fast. 5 hits for 360. There's that lightning 2 again. Swing, nuke, nuke. Fire 3. That's pretty good. Gets through Kraken 2. Alright. Let's see if Tiamat has something else other than Bane. Oh man.
It definitely gets luckier this time around.
3 coin flips and won them all. Swing, nuke, nuke. Oh man, T didn't have that much in him either way.
Tia 2 did not roll high on HP. We're gonna get our first Chaos Fighter tonight.
Just gotta move this party around, tuck that fighter down nice and low. Only a 12% chance to take a swing at that fighter. Fast temper, swing, nuke. Oh, okay, we're not gonna get fast. That's unfortunate. 4 hits, has a little bit of evasion, not a whole lot. We're gonna keep dumping tempers onto that fighter. 5 hits for 200-ish.
Chaos would fade. Yikes. And there's
Nuclear. Red Mage just holding on. 2 hits, 273. Very evasive considering the scaling. Gets the Cure 4 out on that Red Mage to keep soaking up swings. 4 hits, 543.
Apologize that it was not fade. That was just a regular hit. That is Fire 3.
Swing, 2 hits. I don't see lock on that Red Mage either. Just using Cure 4 to keep everybody topped off. Bane misses the fighter.
And it's away with it. There's a crit 278.
Oh, I don't know. We're a little sad right now. We're a little sad. We're just gonna swing.
A fighter and a prayer, and there's the prayer answered. We've got our first finisher of the night. Get your GGs out for our first place finisher on stream and first place finisher overall. Lord Fizzleby for the Trash Island Fire Department, first place at a time of 55 minutes and 30 seconds.
And we see Dark Twinge just trying to beat his head against this wall. Luffy and Rubes. Rubes heading up, gonna get his 4th orb. Now let's see where Luffy is going. Luffy's going to restock up on spells or turn this in. We'll see. Lord Fizzlebeef.
We've got Lord Fizzlebeef, our winner here tonight. GG's.
Wow.
So the one thing I noticed, Fizzle.
Uh-huh.
You knew where the chime was from a hint giver. You were still checking chests. Were you maybe digging for the ruby, thinking you needed that?
I was digging for the floater. The floater was last on my I don't know where this is and probably need it list. Ruby was also on the table. I was ready to write the ruby off, but I found it before the floater, so I was just like, well, all right.
Okay. Yeah, because the floater ended up landing in a shop, which in these flags is kind of rare, actually. I don't know that I've seen too many items show up in a shop, but it can happen.
I saw it once in practice, but I've done quite a few practices of this, so only one out of all the ones I've done is it's probably not going to happen, but you're better off checking them anyway.
Yeah, and all right, we got Dark Twinge finally punching through. Dark Twinge may get the bad news that you got, that there's more than one fiend with Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get through. We don't have a fast or a temper either. We just got a thief, a fighter, and a prayer. Fire 3, doing all right. Getting those defenses up on the thief, try and soak up the damage. We are on heal pot strats. I love it.
Meanwhile, we've got Rubes headed for a Topher real quick.
And Bane hits his fighter.
Oof.
Yeah, so Bane on Tia 2 feels real bad. At least it was short Topher. Long Topher. Oh, ghosts have. Oh, that's bad. Ghosts having stone poison. Didn't see that earlier. Yeah, I definitely saw you check that one chest for the 1 in 50 chance at a ribbon. Man. You think, yeah, I got fast, I got Mazza, I just don't have any ribbons, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the calculation, right? Like, as long as none of the fiends have, like, Bane or Crack turn 1, I'll be good to go. As long as Chaos has, like, something deep in the score sheet, or in the skill list, like, I'd be good to go. I got lucky. I got lucky with that Bane on Chaos, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we saw that and go, oh, so you have to dodge. You have 2 Banes to dodge. You have Tia 2 with first turn Bane, and Chaos with a Bane that wasn't deep enough that you're gonna probably see it every time.
Yeah, there was a brief pause after that Chaos Bane because I got a little excited and accidentally unplugged my controller. So
I thought we were rethinking life a bit. Like maybe I should have checked a few more.
I mean, but I was also scrambling to plug a controller in while I was doing it.
Oh, then that's wow. All right.
Rubes. While we're talking, Rubes sneaking by. All of their fiend refights, pulling Chaos. And we know we don't want to see Fire 3 because we know what's behind that Fire 3. And it looks like playing it pretty safe to start, which is again not good. We need to burn this Chaos down. Got locks going out, power bonks going up, white shirts going off. And starting to chip away.
Chaos has this little thing we call Bane that's not going to care about any of that setup.
Yeah, another white shirt. We're at quite a few stacks of white shirt. Enough to get the black mage miss 10 hits. Oh, we got some damage. Nuke. We got a fight, a nuke, and a fast on the ninja. Ninja not doing much. Nuke 173. Biff swing. Lots of damage, but not enough. Here comes that Bane. Oh, missed everything.
The 4-way juke.
10 hits, 131. Another 9 hits, 640. Terminated.
That is a knockout. We've got our second place finisher on stream. Get your GGs out for Rubes and 4th place overall on the race at a time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 15 seconds. Rubes will end up in bin number 3.
We actually might need to do a retime. Rubes, as we said, number 4 overall. Lord Fizzlebeef punched in at 55.30. Two Big Eyes punches in 56.31. Technically, that first bin opened 55:30, ended at 56:30. We're 1 second out, and that is good enough for a retime. So we're going to have to see how that first bin works out before we can figure out everybody else's bins.
However, at the same time, we've also got Wildham finishing in third at 57.59, opening bin 2 at the worst. Or if Big Guys qualifies in, if 2 Big Guys qualifies in bin 1, Wildham will open bin 2, and Rubes' time is not fast enough to get into bin 2 in that case.
Yeah.
No, wait, 56 to 57. So Wildham either opens or closes bin 2.
Yeah, the Rubes is in bin 3 regardless.
Okay. Yeah, so it's where did 2 Big Eyes land? Was he bin 1 or bin 2? We'll have to figure
Right,
that
that's
out.
the question we're gonna have to retime later.
Yep, that's gonna be the question.
Luffy finally getting that last bit of his puzzle. Getting the chime. And we are joined in the booth. Rubes.
Hey, GG everybody.
GG.
GG's Rubes.
GG Fizzle.
So, Rubes, I can ask you the same thing. How do you feel about Survival of the Fiends having Bane and not really having any ribbons to counter it?
I don't know. I had a ribbon. That was fine. I had Topher was fine for me. I just breezed right through it.
Yeah, Fizzle got the bad news. Tia 2 Bane and Chaos having Bane as well. Actually, you had the your ribbon came from Earth, memory serves? That really far right room? Yeah.
Yeah, I found it in TFC Earth. What are the odds of that? But because I was still digging for the Oxyale because I didn't look for Bahamut, but whatever. But yeah, I found that ribbon and I was like, okay, I'm good on gear now. I really don't need to check much else.
Yeah, that's the nice thing I really do like with the kind of the elegance of these flags. Of the good gear is marked, so if you need gear, you can check those. If you don't, you can just check the unmarked chest for your progression.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Dark Twinge taken. I don't know which attempt this is. Dark Twinge had a commanding lead at one point. I believe at about the 46-minute mark. Dark Twinge was 4 orbs ready to go.
Wow, that's amazing.
But lost track of Temple of Fiends and doesn't have any ribbons and keeps getting rumbled by these insta-deaths. Alright, on to Kraken 2. Not too bad, just lit 2, fire 3 in the chamber.
Well, don't look now, but Luffy headed for Topher as well.
Yeah, Luffy just kind of lucked into the wrong routing, didn't get his canoe till super late compared to everybody else on stream. And that really kind of held up exploration and progression. Making up pretty good time though once he got that stuff out of ice. Speed bump 1 is down. Meanwhile, Dark Twinge onto Tiamat. Let's see if he can. The Bane comes out, takes out the fighter, and the Black Mage does have a katana on that ninja. Nuke, lit 2 from Tiamat. Swing. Oh, I'm sorry, Vorpal. Oh, Vorpal not doing a whole lot. 5 hits, 365, makes it through Tia 2. Another crack at Chaos here. Does have life to get everybody up, but we know we have another Bane to dodge deep. Come up, was it 3 or 4 spells deep into Chaos's list? Alright. We're not messing around. Fight. Temper. Fast. Starts off with a spell. Fire 3. 3 hits, 72. Not what you want to see. 3 hits, 3 damage. Again, not what you want to see. Fight, fight. Cure 4 and a fast on that ninja. 5 hits, 321. There we go. We got 7 hits, 610. We're getting a good amount of damage onto this chaos. Nuclear. Everybody but the Black Mage, but the Black Mage kind of did its job. Fasts are already out. Bane sweeps through, takes out the fighter. Alright, so we do have fast on that ninja. We have a Whirlpool plus 4, 8 hits, 386. Not too shabby. Blaze coming through. And Ice 3 to cap it off. Solo Red Mage. Gonna try. Chaos swings. Down we go. So Chaos is... We were talking earlier. The scaling isn't bad. Chaos is pretty gnarly. Between the Banes and then Nuclear, Blaze, all that good stuff.
Well, we've got Luffy trying to take down Chaos himself, and wow, that's a nasty hit. 7 hits over 1,050 damage. One more shot like that, and Chaos ain't lasting much longer. 5 for 74, misses on Chaos, misses. 6 hits, 1525, lights out for Chaos. Luffy, third place finisher on stream. 5th place finisher overall, opens bin 4 with a time of 108.20.
Yeah, Luffy just sent that fighter into orbit. And joined in the booth by Luffy. GG.
Hey guys, GG's.
GG.
Yeah.
GG, Luke.
Stupid airship.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, Luffy, you kind of rowdy. I mean, you did nothing wrong, but Ice getting the canoe and stuff to open up exploration, everybody else kind of happened to hit that earlier than you, and that just kind of puts you on a bit of a back pedal, playing catch up.
Yeah, like there was a period of time like when I felt so smart finding that floater at like 4 minutes. I'm like, oh man, here we go. And then I'm like, well, where's the airship? Let me sail the Earth. I'll just go back to Ice later. No big deal. And then full clear volcano, full clear marsh. Like it was like 20 minutes. I found no loose items. I'm like, this is very, very not good. And then I went back to Ice Cave and Waterfall / Sarda and was pretty sad.
Yeah,
But you didn't do Ice Cave out of the gate?
No, I didn't. I went north and found the ship right away. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go explore and just try to like, galaxy brain things. I don't want to go to Ice Cave with like, sure, Nuke is fine, but I didn't want to do it. And if I just like went a little south of Corneria and was in the air at like 6 minutes, maybe it would have been a lot different. But what can you do?
Oh,
I want to cut it. I want to cut it real
item
quick.
you didn't want he was in there.
Dark Twinge able to dodge the Bane, put the damage out, takes Chaos down. I just want to say, just big GGs out there. Dark Twinge again. Lit his 4th orb at about 46 minutes and has been absolutely beating his brain against this Chaos. Trying to get through. Finally punches through at 1 hour, 10 minutes, 15 seconds.
GG's.
Yeah, that puts Dark Twinge 7th in the race. After Luffy finished, we had Burt Reynolds finishing at 1 hour, 9 minutes, 30 seconds.
Reynolds running for the Feels Bad Men. Dark Twinge still managing a bin 4 finish. Back in Brack.
Alright, let's see. Let me just go ahead. And we are joined in the booth by Dark Twinge. Dark Twinge, man. You routed you had a commanding lead. It was Bane was your Bane, I guess we could say.
Yeah, this is a payback for all the times I poison smoked like Kraken or whatever. Like, this is miserable.
Yeah, Dark Twinge, your routing was perfect. You were in no mode for so many dungeons. You could just skipped by so much stuff. and I was really impressed. You were taking the gear chests in Sea and Sky because you knew there would be good fights and you could maybe get that ribbon that you really wanted. You just played really well. The gamble of maybe the Fiends won't have insta-kill just wasn't the right gamble on this one in particular.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like, that was definitely the idea, and like, I knew I was ahead enough that I wanted to check some more chests. Like, if I don't have a ribbon, I at least want some more levels, so checking the chest helps me on both fronts. So I'm hoping, like, well, if I'm a little over leveled, maybe that'll be just enough to get there, and then Bane.
Yeah, it was excellent play. It was just the Bane landing first turn spell on Tia, and then not terribly deep into Chaos is a real bad place to be with no ribbons and no wall, and that's just kind of where you found yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I went back to promote there, I was like, well, at least I can have 2 attackers. So I get the Vorpal on the ninja there, and I was hoping that I could also find a wall, because I wasn't I wasn't sure if I could find it, but still no walls. I'm like, okay, the quickest place I can just check a bunch of trap chests to try to find a ribbon is Volcano, and I'll get some levels otherwise.
Yeah, it's definitely with how this is a no incentive ribbon or anything, like you don't know where to go. You're like, I got to do something. What do? I need levels. I need ribbons. I need wall. I need something. And just pivoting into, I'm gonna go check some chest dense areas, get some levels, and then at that point, you just got to start pulling the slot machine lever, and if you punch through.
Eventually, yeah. And the floater was also pretty interesting. Like, I almost didn't even bother checking the shop item, because I'm like, the shop item, like, just doesn't matter in this flag set. It's so unlikely to actually matter. I guess I'm right here. I might as well check. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the oops all loose, like I was talking about during the broadcast of, well, there's no places incentivized. The NPCs aren't incentivized, but that doesn't mean that stuff can't land there by chance. So you can't just not turn in stuff. You can't not, check item shops as you're going. And yep, this time, like we had, like I said, my race on Tuesday, we had a key item locked behind a turn in. We had an item land at the item shop here on this one. So, but yeah, like really great play. Just the way Rando's gonna Rando, and you gambled, and just any other seed, you probably would have been won by quite a margin.
So it goes sometimes.
All right, Moonrisen, do you have any questions for any of the runners?
Not much. Lord Fizzlebeef, for your team, this is a first place finish. You've got to be pretty happy with that, considering the playoff situation. Your team really in a playoff hunt right now.
I mean, I'm torn because, do I want to be in the playoffs? Absolutely. Is it going to be the worst thing in the world to schedule? Yeah. But hey, if we make it, we'll do it somehow. We'll get there.
I've never played an overworld seed, so this is going to be really interesting if we are able to make it into week 5.
I did the 3 that I did when testing them.
Goofy, you've got a bin 4 finish tonight for the Temple of Friends. Looking pretty good for a playoff spot yourselves. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good to be in the hunt where we are. We've done a lot of talking in our group chat, a lot of strategy, and a lot of just trying to make each other better. And I got a couple of really great teammates that fortunately picked me up with my play today. But bin 4, it's fine. It's points. Points are better than no points. So move on to next week and we'll try again.
Very true. Well played. And Rubes, bin 3 finish tonight for competitive forfeiting. How do you feel after that one?
Well, I wish I had actually had a chance to truly strategize this. It might have gone a little better. But, considering the 1 seed I did practice, I finished in like an hour and a half. So I'll take it.
Running it out, Twins. That's a bin 4 finisher back in Brack. How you feel about that one?
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly a little disappointed, but overall fairly happy with my play. I mean, I was able to skip ordeals and sea and sky and volcano from the routing I did and the hints I found and stuff, and I felt like I tried to be just a little extra safe since my time was good, and sometimes it just lands how it does. So I'm not too upset with my play, except for when I wandered around the overworld for about a minute and a half, forgetting where the Temple of Fiends was at the end. But other than that, pretty happy with how I did.
All played magnificent, though. So huge props to you guys for a great race. Thank you, everybody, for putting on a great show here tonight.
And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and join us on the Discord. I promise that not most seeds are this chaotic. This was our proc-gen, overworld, everything loose, chests relocated, shenanigans. Not always quite this crazy. We do have a great program for our new runners, the Duckling program. I do want to throw out a thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting us. We got 757 and Mr. Ibis. I'm sorry, I'm not saying your name. Mr. Ibis, Mr. Ibis. Tracking, because we need 2 trackers for the shenanigans. Moonrisen Phoenix for really covering for me at the beginning there when my mic decided to cut out. I am Demon Frog. We'll see you next time.